Almost 10 years ago, Alexandra Taylor woke up one morning and unable to use her legs. Following 18 months of being housebound, she was eventually diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Determined not to let it get in the way of her ambitions, she's now an actor, representing Tameside as Miss Manchester, and about to embark on a 30-mile charity bike ride. Alexandra tells us about that morning she woke up unable to walk.
It was awful. I just didn't know what was wrong with me at all. The doctors thought that I'd got up in the middle of the night maybe and had an accident and got back in bed and not realised. Just nobody knew what was wrong with me. They told me it was gout, broken. Just no one knew what was wrong.
So that must have been quite scary as well, because obviously you were wanting to go out and play, with your mates and go out and do what sort of teenage girls do. And then suddenly all that was taken away. That must have been quite frightening.
Yeah, it was, and it was awful that I lost all my friends. It was embarrassing that I couldn't walk and that I needed aids to walk, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do interviews like this, because it shouldn't be embarrassing. It shouldn't. There are aids out there to help people, and you should take them because there is life after RA. Yeah.
And so then 2 years later, you were then diagnosed as having rheumatoid arthritis after basically 18 months of being bedbound.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that 18 months like, that waiting?
It was horrendous. I had muscles wearing away, bed sores, I couldn't walk. My mum had to quit everything to look after me, so we was financially wasn't doing very well. Missing out on school was a really major thing because I ended up, when I did my mock exams, I was failing everything, and that was due to being in bed and missing so much school. Yeah.
So then, of course, going back onto the education, you eventually got your GCSEs to go into college. Firstly, going back to the GCSEs bit, that must have taken some grit and some determination to get through them.
It did, definitely. Couldn't have done it without my mum, because I was in such a low place that I would have just given up, and she didn't allow that to happen. And I sat my GCSEs and I needed to get 5 Cs to get into college, and I did it, which was amazing, yeah.
So you attended college and then you went on to study your master's degree in acting.
Yeah, I did a BA Honours at Huddersfield, 3 years, and then I did a master's degree after that at Liverpool, yeah.
So what made you get into acting? What made you decide, yeah, that's the path I wanted to go down?
It's always something I've wanted to do. I used to go to Oldham Theatre Workshop when I was a child, and it's the only thing I'm really good at. Yeah, I really excel at it and I can do it, yeah.
With your condition as well, with the acting, is it a bit more difficult to get work?
Yeah, definitely. There's only certain work that I can take, especially with rehearsals and stuff. When I was at Liverpool, I was doing 12-hour days, and there was times when I'd just sit outside and cry because I really couldn't do it. But they were so understanding and accommodating, and yeah, I did it, and I ended up getting the highest grade of the year, and I'm still the youngest person to do it. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you went further on and you went into the Miss England competition.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, my acting work was non-existent with the pandemic, and I'd just seen an advertised ad on Facebook for Miss Manchester. So I entered Miss Manchester, and they had a public vote round, and 70,000 online votes were cast, and I was the winner. So that entitled me to go to Miss England representing Tameside.
And onto your charity bike ride. Now, you're doing this charity bike ride on the Saturday, the 10th of April. Tell us about this ride.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to raise money for charity, but with my disability I found it quite difficult because I couldn't do a sponsored run like the other girls or climb Mount Snowdon, so I had to really think outside the box. So I got in contact with Cycling Projects, who are the largest disabled cycling charity in the UK, and they kindly loaned me the bike, and my partner, who's absolutely amazing, is going to ride the bike, and hopefully we can raise some more money for charity.
Excellent. So you're doing 30 miles around Tameside. Have you got your route planned?
Yes, we have. So we're going to go to all the major destinations within Tameside. So yeah, if you see us, come and say a good socially distancing hello.
And tell us about the charity that you're going to be raising money for.
So I'm raising money now for Beauty with a Purpose, and it's a Miss World charity, and it helps sick and disadvantaged children worldwide. So the winner of Miss England gets to decide where that money goes, and I will be donating the money if I win to cancer research.
And finally, a message from such a brave, courageous and determined young lady.
Hi, my name's Alexandra Taylor. I'm a Miss England finalist 2021 representing the one and only Tameside. So I am doing a sponsored bike ride and raising money for Beauty with a Purpose, helping sick and disadvantaged children worldwide. If you would like to donate, please click on the link in the description of the video. Thank you so much.
And if you have a story you would like to see featured on your Tameside, please contact us via any of our social media channels.